morning once again. What we have discussed in last week, that is we have started with the topic surface and interfacial phenomena, and we have discussed about what is surface, what is interface, then what is surface tension, what is interfacial tension. We have discussed about the equation of surface free energy, then pressure difference across the curved surfaces, and after that we have discussed about the different methods to determine the surface tension and interfacial tension. So the first method which we have discussed is what? The capillary rise method. And according to this equation, when we have derived the equation we get it, that is gamma is equals to 1 by 2 RH rho G, where gamma is the surface tension and capillary rise method is suitable to determine surface tension only. It is not suitable to determine the interfacial tension. By using capillary rise method, we can only determine surface tension. So here gamma is the surface tension is equals to 1 by 2 RH rho G, where R is the radius of the capillary, H is the height of liquid that rises up in the capillary above the level of liquid. Rho is the density of liquid and G is the acceleration due to gravity. Now second method which we have discussed is Dunoyer ring method. This method is suitable to determine surface tension as well as interfacial tension. That means by this method we can find out surface tension. That means when we will be dealing with only one liquid, we can find out the surface tension, and when we will be dealing with two different liquids which are immiscible with one another, we can find out the interfacial tension between two. So by this method, the equation is, that is what the gamma is equals to, that may be surface tension or interfacial tension, is dial reading in dynes divided by 2 multiplied with circumference of ring. Dial reading in dynes, that gives us a value of force divided by 2 multiplied with circumference of ring across which the force is going to apply, and multiplied with here beta, that is the correction factor. This correction factor, if it is not there, it will give an error that is maybe about 25%. But including this beta in the equation, there will be precision of up to 0.25%. That means error will be very less here when we include the correction factor in the equation. So this is all what we have discussed in last lecture. Now moving to the next topic or today's topic, that is what? About surface active agents. One more thing which we have discussed in Friday, that is what? About the spreading coefficient. Now what is spreading coefficient? To determine the spreading coefficient, which is denoted by S, the equation is what? That is WA minus WC, where WA is the work of adhesion and WC is work of cohesion. Work of adhesion is given by the energy which is required to break the attraction between unlike molecules. Energy required to break the attraction between unlike molecules is termed as work of adhesion, and the energy which is required to break the attraction between like molecules is termed as work of cohesion. And to derive this equation, S is equals to WA minus WC, we got what? WA is equals to gamma L plus gamma S minus gamma L by S, that is surface tension of spreading liquid plus surface tension of sublayer liquid minus interfacial tension between the two different liquids, and WC we have derived as what? This is twice of gamma L, that is the twice of surface tension of spreading liquid, and accordingly S is equals to what? This WA minus WC, that is gamma L plus gamma S minus gamma LS and minus this twice of gamma L. So this 2 will get cancelled over here, and we get the equation is equals to gamma S minus gamma L minus gamma LS, that is surface tension of sublayer liquid minus surface tension of spreading liquid minus interfacial tension between the two liquids. Or this equation can be changed as S is equals to gamma S minus in bracket addition of these two terms, that is gamma L plus gamma L by S. So this is the equation for the spreading coefficient. And what we have discussed that if S value comes positive, if it comes positive, it indicates that there will be spreading. The one liquid will spread over the another in the form of a film. And if this value comes negative, there will be no spreading. So to get the value positive, what is important here, that gamma S value should be greater than addition of these two. That means the surface tension of sublayer liquid, जो liquid नीचे है जिसके ऊपर spreading होना है, उसका surface tension अगर ज्यादा है of what, that is of a spreading liquid जो ऊपर से spread होगा, and the interfacial tension between the two liquids जो spread हो रहा है और जो नीचे spreading sublayer liquid जो है. So if this is greater, having a greater value than these two, the S value will be positive, indicating that which we are putting. If suppose we are putting a oleic acid onto a water, if we spread oleic acid onto water and S value is positive, definitely this is going to spread as a film over here. But if the S value is negative, then this will not spread as a film, but it will remain onto the surface of water as a globule here, as a form, in the form of a lens. So this is what we have discussed in last lecture. Now moving towards the today's topic, that is about the surface active agents. So by listening these words, surface active agents means what? Surface active, which is active onto the surface, which is having a function at the surface. We can say that which is having a function at the surface, that is what the surface active agents, or also termed as surfactants. Now if suppose there is a liquid in a beaker and we consider this as a water over here, and if we add something into it, okay, now first, if we do not add anything over here, and if we want to increase the surface area of the given surface, if this much is the surface here, and if we want to increase the surface area, what we have to do, there will be number of molecules here at the surface, and these number of molecules will be steady over here if the surface area is not increased. But if we want to increase the surface area, what is required? The molecules from the bulk, this should be pulled towards, the energy should be spent so that it can be taken to the surface. And when we take it to the surface, that means the work is done over here to increase the surface area. So when we are doing over here, a work is done over here, ज्यादा नंबर ऑफ मॉलिक्यूल्स हमको बल्क में से निकाल के हमको सरफेस पे लेके आने हैं, and thereby there will be increase in surface area. Opposite to this, if you want to decrease the surface area, then what will happen? या अगर surface, अगर हम कोई चीज इसके ऊपर ऐड कर रहे हैं, if we are adding something here, so then what will happen? That material either it can go into the bulk, अगर हम कोई चीज इसमें ऐड कर रहे हैं, if it goes into the bulk, if you are adding something into here and this goes into the bulk, तो हमको ये समझ में आता है कि ये जो मटेरियल हमने ऐड किया है कि this is going into the bulk, that means it is having a compatibility with all this solvent here. If this is the water, the added molecule is compatible with this material. So water is compatible with the material which we are adding is going into the bulk here. Some substances are such that they have some property, different property, that when we add here preferentially, what I'm saying preferentially, there will be preference, that means they will get adsorbed at the interface, or this is at the surface. This means what? They will remain at the surface. When you are adding it into a system, they will prefer to be at the surface instead of going into the bulk. What they will prefer? They will prefer to be remain at the surface instead of going into the bulk. And this is because of what? And so, okay, what this is because of what we'll discuss later. So initially, what I'm saying, when we are adding this, instead of going into the bulk, they prefer to be remain at the surface. When they prefer to remain at the surface, definitely it is going to cover the surface. So as it covers the surface and it is remaining onto the surface initially will be having some surface tension, and that surface tension will be decreased by the adsorption of these molecules. So molecules, when they are adsorbing onto the surface, they are able to decrease the surface tension. Certain molecules, not all molecules, certain molecules which prefer to remain onto the surface, when they adsorb onto the surface, they decrease the surface area, at the same time they decrease the surface tension. And you know, we have one equation also, that is surface free energy. We have discussed this equation. This is the equation of surface free energy, that is delta G is equals to W, that is work done. It is a multiplication of two terms, gamma, that is surface tension, and delta A, that is the increase in surface area. So according to this, if any substance which is adsorbing onto the surface, this is responsible to decrease the surface tension. Adsorption हो रहा है, and because of that surface tension is decreasing. So if the surface tension is decreasing, that means this term in the equation is decreased. Obviously अगर ये इसकी वैल्यू डिक्रीज हो जाती है, तो जो वर्क डन है, जो सरफेस फ्री एनर्जी है, उसकी वैल्यू भी डिक्रीज होगी. So the materials, when they are adsorbing onto the surface, these are responsible to decrease the surface free energy. These are responsible to decrease the surface tension, and thereby they are able to decrease the surface free energy. So these substances are called as, which are able to decrease the surface tension. These are termed as surfactants, or these are termed as surface active agents. And these are able to decrease the surface tension only because they are adsorbing at the surface. They are able to remain at the surface. And these are able to remain at the surface because of having some chemical property there. They have two different molecules in their structure. In their chemical structure, they have different molecules, and these different molecules are what? They have hydrophilic groups in their structure, as well as they have lipophilic groups in their structure. Means at the same time they are having two different groups, hydrophilic groups as well as lipophilic groups, which makes them, or we can call them as, these are amphiphilic in nature. These are amphiphilic in nature. And because of this property only, because of having these groups in their structure, hydrophilic group भी है, lipophilic group भी है, hydrophilic nature भी है और lipophilic nature भी है, इन दोनों के वजह से they are able to get adsorbed onto the surface. Now how? Okay, this much must be clear that surfactants, physically, in the physical one we can define it as, किस तरह से define करेंगे? Surface active agents are the agents which reduces the surface tension. They adsorb onto the surface and they are able to reduce the surface tension. That is what the surface active agent. Chemically, how we can define it? Then these are amphiphilic in nature, or these are having a hydrophilic groups as well as lipophilic groups in their structure. Thereby, they adsorb onto the surface. And this is what about the surface active agent. Now, the representation of this hydrophilic and lipophilic group, it can be given as, they are having a polar head and they are having a non-polar tail. This portion is what? Hydrophilic. हाइड्रोफिलिक पोर्शन को रिप्रेजेंट करने के लिए एक ही केमिकल जो स्ट्रक्चर है उसी में हमको रिप्रेजेंट करना है. दिस इज व्हाट द हाइड्रोफिलिक पोर्शन इज रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय द सर्कल, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज अ पोलर हेड, एंड दिस इज कॉल्ड एज नॉन पोलर टेल. This is the tail portion and this is the head portion. This is hydrophilic. It represents the polar portion, or it represents the hydrophilic portion, and this portion terms the non-polar portion, or that is the lipophilic portion. and because of this nature, it is able to adsorb onto the surface. So how it is able to adsorb at the surface or at the interface? So this is the surface, and this is what of water we are having. So obviously water is hydrophilic in nature, we all know this. So as it is a hydrophilic in nature, this water or a solvent, this will have a affinity for what? Obviously for this polar head, क्योंकि इसका nature है polar hydrophilic. So same hydrophilic ये भी है, this is also hydrophilic. So this will be having a affinity with one another. But what about this non-polar tail? This is made up of the lipophilic groups. This tail portion is made up of lipophilic group. And because of this lipophilic group, and this is lipophilic in nature, oily इसके साथ में उसका या organic solvents के साथ में attraction रहेगा, but it will not be having any attraction for this water which is hydrophilic in nature. So from this complete figure, only this much portion is having attraction for this, and this portion is not having attraction for this. Okay, so when we add a surfactant into it, the polar head will be in contact with water. This polar head will be in contact with the water, whereas the non-polar tail portion which is there, it will be rejected by the water. This will be rejected by the water, and this will go towards the different phase which is there in adjacent, or the adjacent phase which is there. So non-polar tail will be rejected outside. Why it is rejected? Because these are lipophilic in nature. This is hydrophilic in nature. No compatibility is there. So this is rejected outside. And in this way, it is preferring to get adsorbed at the surface. It does not prefer to go into the bulk, and thereby it adsorb onto the surface. The phenomena will be called as, which is remaining onto the surface, is the adsorption, by which there is a decrease in surface tension, and if there is a decrease in surface tension, there is a decrease in surface free energy, and there is a decrease in increased area also. So there is ultimately decrease in surface free energy. So now we can summarize here that whenever there is a adsorption, there is a decrease in surface tension, and there is a decrease in surface free energy of the system. So this is the example when the materials, when molecules or ions, they are adsorbing onto the surface. These molecules or ions, they adsorb because they are amphiphilic in nature. They are having a hydrophilic and lipophilic groups in their structure. Similarly, they adsorb at the interface. Now let us take the example of interface. So interface we have discussed where it exists when there are two liquids in contact with one another. So the two liquids we are taking, for example here, oil and water. So water is a polar one which is there, and oil which is there, it is a non-polar or it is lipophilic one. And when we add a surfactant molecule to this, now we are adding a surfactant molecule to this, having a polar one as well as a non-polar group in their structures. So it will adsorb here at the interface. So this is the interface here. This is the boundary between oil and water. So ये adsorb किस तरह में होंगे? Polar heads will be towards water, and non-polar tails, they will be having affinity with oil. They will not be having affinity towards the water. And polar heads, they will not having affinity towards oil. It will be attracted towards water. So इस वजह से वो align होगा properly. किस तरह से? That is what? Polar head will be towards water, and non-polar tail will be rejected towards the different phase. So here the different phase is, or the another phase is what? That is the oil. So in this way it adsorb at the surface or adsorb at the interface. When it is adsorbing at the interface, definitely this will reduce the interfacial tension between oil and water. Here it will reduce the interfacial tension between the oil and water, and similarly this will be able to decrease the surface free energy. So this is about the surfactants or surface active agents. Now what are actually surface active agents? When they adsorb, किस तरह से वो ग्रुप्स के साथ में चेंज होते हैं? See, if we take three examples here. So now we have C2H5OH. All of you know this is ethanol. Then another example, C5H11OH. This is amyl alcohol, and C16H33OH. This is cetyl alcohol.
Sorry to interrupt you, ma'am. There is a question. What does amphiphilic mean?
Okay, just repeating this. What is amphiphilic? Amphiphilic means having both groups. We are talking here about a surfactant, and surfactant it is having chemically, it is having जो groups उसमें present होते हैं, that is what hydrophilic as well as lipophilic. अगर किसी मॉलिक्यूल्स में सिर्फ हाइड्रोफिलिक ग्रुप्स प्रेजेंट है, कोई भी लिपोफिलिक ग्रुप प्रेजेंट नहीं है, सो इट विल नॉट बी टर्म्ड एज एम्फीफिलिक, इट विल बी हाइड्रोफिलिक वन. और अगर कोई मॉलिक्यूल ऐसा है जो सिर्फ लिपोफिलिक ग्रुप्स प्रेजेंट है उसमें, so it will be termed as lipophilic. It cannot be called as amphiphilic. Amphiphilic means जब दोनों तरह के ग्रुप्स उसमें प्रेजेंट है, केमिकली दोनों तरह के ग्रुप्स उसमें प्रेजेंट है, then it will be termed as a amphiphilic. Okay,
there is a request to repeat the same thing which you have taught.
Okay, so I am repeating this one, how it reduces the surface tension or how it adsorb onto the surface or interface. See, we are talking about the energies or we are talking about the properties of surface or interface. इसके पहले भी मैंने आपको बताया है कि सरफेस हम कब कहते हैं और इंटरफेस हम कब कहते हैं. Is it clear? Now we know that if it is only water, we will term this surface it as a surface, and what will exist over here? Surface tension. Boundary between water and air here, it is a surface, and the force existing per unit length is termed as surface tension. दूसरी चीज, अगर दो लिक्विड साथ में है and the two liquids are immiscible with one another, and the example which we are taking here, suppose this side it is the oil, you can consider here as any other organic solvent also, that it can be benzene, it can be chloroform or carbon tetrachloride, and we are taking here as a water. So we know that oil and water definitely they are not miscible with one another. इसकी लिपोफिलिक प्रॉपर्टी है, इसकी हाइड्रोफिलिक प्रॉपर्टी है. आप ऑयल और वाटर को शेक करके, कितना भी शेक करके एक जगह छोड़ दो, थोड़ी देर के लिए छोड़ देंगे, you will observe that there is a clear boundary between these two, and this will be termed as what? The interface. And the force which will exist at this interface between OW, that is oil and water, this will be termed as interfacial tension. So this much is clear. Now coming to this, surface active agents. Certain molecules, ions, when they are added into any system, into any liquid or into a system where two liquids are there, what they prefer to get absorbed at the surface. When we add them, what we prefer, जैसे हम अगर example अगर हमने लिया, if you add sucrose into the water, then what will happen? Will it remain only onto the surface? It will go into the bulk. It will get dissolved over there. But some substances, what they will prefer कि वो bulk में ना जाते हुए, they will prefer to remain onto the surface. Even if we force them, they will come back to the surface. आप force करोगे, stir करोगे, तो वो bulk में जाएगा, लेकिन क्या होगा? Again, it may come back onto the surface. So now it must be clear that certain substances are like what? कि they prefer to remain onto the surface. And these are called as what? The surface active agents, or these are termed as the surfactants. If we add them here, it will be at the surface. If we add them into this system where two immiscible liquids are here, so they will prefer to remain at the interface. They will not go into this phase or this phase. What they will prefer? To remain at the boundary. Here also they will prefer to remain at the boundary. And such substances, when they are remaining at this, it is termed as adsorption. It is termed as adsorption. And when there is a adsorption here, when they are adsorbing onto the surface or they are getting adsorbed at the interface, these are able to decrease surface tension, and here they will be able to decrease the interfacial tension. This is the property of surface active agents. This is the important property of surface active agent, because of which it is able to perform number of functions. It is used as emulsifying agent, it is used as suspending agent, it is used as detergent, it is used for spreading purpose. बहुत सारे functions है, and it performs it is able to perform only because of this property, that it is able to adsorb at the surface or it is able to adsorb at the interface. Now why it is able to adsorb at surface or interface? कोई भी चीज अगर हम इसमें ऐड करें, अगर हम वाटर में ऐड कर रहे हैं और उसकी वाटर के साथ में एफिनिटी है, attraction है, it is having a similar forces as that of water, so definitely that substance will go into the water. But if it is having a property something which is different, so it is having what the surface active agents or the surfactants, what they are having two different groups in their structure. हाइड्रोफिलिक भी है जो वाटर के साथ में एफिनिटी रहेगी, और लिपोफिलिक है जो वाटर के साथ में एफिनिटी नहीं रहेगी. तो दो तरह के ग्रुप्स प्रेजेंट है, one which is having affinity for the water and one which is not having affinity for the water. एक कुछ पोर्शन का अट्रैक्शन है वाटर के साथ में और कुछ पोर्शन का अट्रैक्शन वाटर के साथ में बिल्कुल भी नहीं है. So thereby that portion will not be compatible with water. So what I have told you here, that it is represented by this one, a polar head and non-polar tail. इतना जो पोर्शन है जो हेड के फॉर्म में है, this is what the polar one, hydrophilic one, and this is what the lipophilic one, it is called as the tail portion. This is from the representation point of view. It is represented like this. Surfactant molecules are represented like this. It is represented by the polar head and non-polar tail. It can be represented by this also. So this is what. इसका मतलब है इस पूरे एक मॉलिक्यूल को जब हम इसमें ऐड कर रहे हैं, तो ये पूरे मॉलिक्यूल में हमको नजर आ रहा है कि only this much is having affinity for the water, whereas this portion it do not have any affinity with this. So this will not be compatible with the water, and water will reject it outside. उसके साथ में कोई कंपैटिबिलिटी नहीं है, तो वो ऑब्वियसली वाटर में नहीं रहेगा, वो रिजेक्ट हो जाएगा वहां से. और जब वो रिजेक्ट होता है और इस पोर्शन की एफिनिटी है, इट विल अलाइन इटसेल्फ इन दिस मैनर. The molecule when we add it, it aligns in this manner, and because of this, it get adsorbed onto the surface. Similarly, when we add it into this interfacial system where oil and water is there or two immiscible systems are there, इस पोर्शन की टेल पोर्शन की लिपोफिलिक पोर्शन की एफिनिटी किसके तरफ रहेगी? दैट इज विद द वाटर, एंड द हाइड्रोफिलिक वन और द पोलर वन will have an affinity towards the water. Thereby it will get adsorbed in this manner. It will not be like this कि इधर हेड पोर्शन चला गया और इधर टेल पोर्शन आ गया. It will not be like this, because this portion is not having affinity for the water and this portion is not having affinity with the oil, and because of this it gets adsorbed onto the surface or interface, thereby reduces the surface tension or interfacial tension. So this is the property of surfactant, that it is able to reduce the surface tension or able to reduce the interfacial tension. Actually surfactant जब ऐड करता है तो हम ये कह सकते हैं कि वो दो सिस्टम के बीच में, यहाँ ऑयल और वाटर है, इन दोनों के बीच में ऐसा फेज प्रिपेयर करता है या ऐसा लेयर फॉर्म करता है, बिकॉज ऑफ विच द ऑयल एंड वाटर विल रिमेन इन कॉन्टैक्ट विद वन अनदर. If you prepare an emulsion, so what we want कि जो oil globules है, this should remain dispersed in the water. This is what the stable emulsion is called as. The oil globules should remain in water, but that too in a dispersed form. Oil globules एक साथ coalesce नहीं होने चाहिए. If they will coalesce with one another, they will form a bigger globule. And in this work, what will happen? धीरे धीरे क्या हो जाएगा? All oil globules will coalesce with one another, and the oil will separate out as a different. It will as a different layer, and thereby we call it as what? Emulsion break हो गया. दो phases different हो गए, oil phase different हो गया है, water phase different हो गया है, it will not be called as emulsion. Emulsion हम तभी बोलेंगे उसको जब oil water के इसमें properly dispersed रहे. If it is a oil in water type of emulsion. If it is water in the oil type of emulsion, then water globules should remain dispersed throughout the oil, where oil will be continuous medium. तो ये डिस्पर्शन के लिए यूनिफॉर्मिटी मेंटेन रहने के लिए व्हाट इज रिक्वायर्ड हियर द सरफेस टेंशन और इंटरफेशियल टेंशन, ये जो बाउंड्री है दोनों के बीच की, यहाँ का जो इंटरफेशियल टेंशन है, दिस शुड बी the value should be less over here, and this value it is maintained less by addition of surface active agents where they will perform a function as emulsifying agent. सरफेस एक्टिव एजेंट्स ही ऐड कर रहे हैं बट दे विल फंक्शन एज अ इमल्सिफाइंग एजेंट, क्योंकि आप उसको इमल्शन में ऐड कर रहे हो, इमल्शन को स्टेबलाइज करने के लिए ऐड कर रहे हैं. सो इट इज व्हाट द सरफेस एक्टिव एजेंट व्हिच इज हेल्प्स इन द प्रिपरेशन ऑफ इमल्शन. बाय व्हिच प्रॉपर्टी? बाय डिक्रीजिंग इंटरफेशियल टेंशन. Why it is able to reduce the interfacial tension? Because it is able to adsorb at the interface. So this is about the adsorption at the interface.
Ma'am, we have some questions. Are surface active agents amphiphilic?
Yes, surface active agents are amphiphilic in nature.
If we add soap foam in water, then what will happen?
If we add
Soap foam
in water, it will mix with water.
Then
Soap is what it is, it mix in with water. आजकल तो आप हाथ धो ही रहे हो, सोप ऐड करते हो, वाटर में मिक्स होता है, then only we are able to clean the hands.
The next one is, so if we use these agents as it decreases surface tension, will it make oil and water miscible?
Yes, if we add this into a system, oil and water, as I have given you example here of emulsifying agent, इसका फंक्शन ही क्या है सरफेस एक्टिव एजेंट का, कि ऑयल और वाटर की जो इमल्शन फॉर्म करना है, ऑयल शुड रिमेन प्रॉपर्ली इन द फॉर्म ऑफ अ ग्लोब्यूल्स इनटू द डिस्पर्शन मीडियम. This function is performed by surface active agents.
You are requested to repeat the emulsion part once again.
Okay. Emulsion part अभी रिपीट करने की इतनी जरूरत नहीं है, अगर आप ये समझ रहे हो कि यहाँ पर ये एब्सॉर्ब हो रहा है. Is this clear? This is only I have explained you for example कि ये फंक्शन कैसे करता है, कौन से सिस्टम में. यहाँ मैंने आपको एक सिस्टम लेके एग्जांपल दिया है इमल्शन का. तो इमल्शन का एग्जांपल लेके दिया है. इट इज नॉट मींस अभी इस चैप्टर में आपको जरूरी नहीं है, बट देन आल्सो आई वुड लाइक टू एक्सप्लेन इट वन मोर टाइम. व्हाई सरफेस एक्टिव एजेंट्स आर यूज्ड ओवर हियर इन द इमल्शन? बिकॉज़ इमल्शन इज कंसिस्टिंग ऑफ टू डिफरेंट लिक्विड्स, और वो दोनों लिक्विड्स जो है दे आर नॉट मिक्सेबल विद वन अनदर. एज आई टोल्ड यू इन दिस लेक्चर ओनली कि ऑयल और वाटर को आप कितना ही स्टर कर लो विदाउट एडिंग एनी सरफेस एक्टिव एजेंट, आप ऑयल ले लीजिए, वाटर ले लीजिए, बहुत ज्यादा जोर से स्टर करो, इट यू विल ऑब्जर्व दैट कि दोनों मिक्स हो गए हैं, एंड यू कीप इट as it is without disturbing. So after some time what you will observe, oil is a separate layer and water is a separate layer, and we can see a clear boundary between these two phases. If this is going to happen, definitely we will not be able to prepare emulsion. कितना ही स्टोर कर लीजिए, कितना ही मोटर एंड पेसल में स्टोर कर लो, कोई मिक्सर यूज कर लीजिए आप, तो जितने देर आप मिक्स करोगे यू विल फाइंड इट कि मिक्स हो रहा है, बट इफ यू कीप इट एज इट इज नॉट गोइंग टू मिक्स विद वन अनदर. डेफिनेटली इट विल सेपरेट आउट एज टू डिफरेंट लेयर्स. सो टू मेक अ इमल्शन, टू डिस्पर्स ऑयल इन वाटर, surface active agents are required and they will perform a function as emulsifying agent. When we add this, if suppose if it is a oil globule which is dispersed in water, in an emulsion, oil globule which is dispersed in water, so this is oil and this is water, so this is the boundary between these two. So what will exist over here? Obviously interfacial tension will exist over here. Interfacial tension की वैल्यू अगर ज्यादा है तो ये दोनों चीजें एक दूसरे के साथ मिक्सेबल नहीं होंगे. It will not remain in the form of a globule. It will separate out as a different layer. It will separate out as a different layer. It will not be in the water. But if the interfacial tension value is less over here, then obviously it is going to remain there in the form of a globule. And when interfacial tension value will reduce, when we add surface active agents. When we add surface active agents, the polar heads, this will be towards the water, and non-polar tail, this will be towards the oil phase. सो इन दिस मैनर ये पूरी तरह से यहाँ पे एक फिल्म फॉर्म करेगा, ऑयल ग्लोब्यूल के अराउंड एक फिल्म फॉर्म करेगा, वेयर polar heads are towards water and non-polar tails are towards the oil. Actually इसने क्या function किया है यहाँ पे? If we consider this is one and this is water is second one, और ये अगर दो friends हैं, and oil और water, these two are friends, and और इन दो friends में बिल्कुल भी नहीं बनते. The nature is completely different. ऑयल का नेचर है लिपोफिलिक, वाटर का नेचर है हाइड्रोफिलिक, दोनों में बिल्कुल भी नहीं बनती. But the third friend is there, that is called as surface active agent, and it is having a property, आधा वो हाइड्रोफिलिक है और आधा वो लिपोफिलिक है. तो जो ऑयल है उसके साथ भी उसका जमता है, और वाटर है उसके साथ भी वो कंपैटिबल है, and it is functioning in between two, and it is able to form a layer over here, and because of this the interfacial tension value will be reduced, and thereby it is stabilizing the emulsion, or it is able to prepare the emulsion. In emulsion what is important कि globules जो है वो properly dispersed form में ही रहे, and that is because of the adsorption of surface active agents around the globules. This is all about the emulsion here, or function of surface active agent here.
Ma'am, is it necessary to increase the temperature to form proper globules, or adding only surface active agents will make work done?
See, now we are talking about the different factors here. You are asking me about the different factor. One is surface active agent. जब आप surface active agent add कर रहे हो तो बहुत सारे factors भी वहां पर आते हैं. That is, which type of surface active agent should be used over there. Then in what quantity it should be used. वो फिल्म किस तरह की फॉर्म करता है. See, there are many surface active agents, but which is to be used? Some surface active agents may not form a compatible layer over here or a compact layer over here. So ऐसे surface active agents use करके कोई फायदा नहीं होगा. Surface active agents ऐसा select करना पड़ेगा जो ऑयल के अराउंड एक proper layer form करे, एक protective layer form करे. Now the second factor you are, surface active agents को लेकर ही काफी सारे factors हैं. कौन सा सिलेक्ट करेंगे, कितनी क्वांटिटी में ऐड करेंगे, वेदर वी कैन यूज देम इन कॉम्बिनेशन. सो इफ सरफेस एक्टिव एजेंट्स आर देयर, वेदर वी कैन यूज देम इन कॉम्बिनेशन. एंड द सेकंड फैक्टर इज हियर, दैट इज व्हाट द टेंपरेचर. As I told you in the last lecture also, in the first lecture also, that temperature affects surface tension. Temperature also affects the stability of emulsion. So it is a different thing. Okay, what temperature should be maintained? Sometimes it is given that you have to, in an emulsion also the storage is given. To be stored at room temperature, do not refrigerate it. That means the temperature conditions are given. कि अगर हम उसको refrigerate करेंगे तो obviously some changes are going to take place. That may be related to drug, or that may be related to the stability of emulsion. Is it clear? So don't think about the temperature now. Think about the surface active agents here. Okay, we are discussing about the surface active agents. Any questions, Arman?
What is the difference between stabilizer and surfactants?
Okay, stabilizers and surfactants. Many times surfactants are used as stabilizers. Stabilizer can function, surface active agents can function as a stabilizer, but there are many other substances which are used to stabilize this. अगर यहाँ पर बफर मेंटेन करना है तो आपको बफरिंग एजेंट, पीएच मेंटेन करना है तो बफरिंग एजेंट ऐड करना पड़ेगा. उसी तरह से आइसोटोनिसिटी मेंटेन करनी है तो आपको और दूसरे एजेंट्स ऐड करने पड़ेंगे. तो स्टेबलाइजर्स मे बी डिफरेंट. सरफेस एक्टिव एजेंट कैन आल्सो एक्ट एज अ स्टेबलाइजर. ओके, सो शैल आई कंटिन्यू नाउ? यस मैम.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is all about the adsorption at the surface or interface. Now, which type of materials do adsorb? As I have told you, there should be hydrophilic and lipophilic group. और मैं example include कर रही थी, that is what? C2H5OH ethanol, then C5H11OH, that is amyl alcohol, then C16H33OH, दिस इज सिटाइल अल्कोहल। अगर आप इसमें डिफरेंस देखोगे तो यहाँ पे जो है इसमें कार्बन के दो ही ग्रुप है। Here there are 5 in numbers and here it is increased, that is what the 16 in number. That means जो कार्बन चेन लेंथ है वो यहाँ पे सबसे ज्यादा बड़ी है। And because of increase in carbon chain length, there is increase in lipophilicity. Because these are the lipophilic groups, there is an increase in lipophilicity. So if we look at this molecule is more lipophilic in nature as compared to this. So as lipophilic in nature, that means it will have an affinity for oil. It will not have affinity for the water. And we know all of we know that ethanol, it mix properly with the water. If you mix ethanol with the water, it will give you a clear solution. इसका मतलब है कि जब आप इथेनॉल यहाँ ऐड करेंगे, it will definitely go into the water, go into the bulk, will not remain at the surface. This is because it is predominantly hydrophilic. It is predominantly hydrophilic, and cetyl alcohol, this is called as predominantly lipophilic, and this we can term as, यहाँ पर lipophilic और hydrophilic groups, these are balanced, so this is what the balanced one, balanced hydrophilic and lipophilic group. So the example is here. For example, I have taken these three molecules. Ethanol, which is mixed with the water, so it is not able to remain in the water. It is not able to remain onto the surface, but it will go to the water. So definitely it is not able to reduce the surface tension. This cetyl alcohol, इसकी लिपोफिलिसिटी ज्यादा है, predominantly lipophilic है वो नेचर में, मैक्सिमम पोर्शन उसका जो टेल पोर्शन है वो लिपोफिलिक है, उसकी लिपोफिलिक प्रॉपर्टीज ज्यादा है, and thereby it will remain into the oil phase. It will prefer to remain into the oil phase. It will not be adsorbed at the interface. So, which molecule is here, which is capable of remaining at the surface, is what, that is the one, the balanced one, जिसमें hydrophilic और lipophilic group balanced रहे. Hydrophilic nature और lipophilic group nature उसका balanced रहे. That is only able to adsorb at the surface or at the interface. So to adsorb at the surface or interface, what is important, that it should have a balanced hydrophilic as well as lipophilic groups. Now, whether it is balanced or not, or because of having this hydrophilic and lipophilic group, which type of function it can perform, that is depends upon the HLB value. Surface active agents have HLB value. Surface active agents, these have HLB value. It is called as hydrophilic lipophilic balance value. So this hydrophilic lipophilic balance value, it ranges from, or this is given by Griffin. Griffin has devised an arbitrary scale of numbers or values, and it is assigned to surface active agents, and based on that assignment, it is what, having a HLB value. एक number है और number के accordingly वो different functions उसके depend करते हैं. So that HLB value ranges from, or it is given from 1 to 16 or 18. 1 से start होके 16, 18 and above. So because of having these values, it is what, having a different functions. So if it is a scale, if the HLB value is between 1 to 3, it is used as anti-foaming agent. Surfactant will be used as anti-foaming agent. If the value is 1 to 3, then 3 to 7, it is used as WO type of emulsifying agent. WO type of emulsifying agent. Then 6 to 8, it is used as spreading and wetting agent. Spreading and wetting agent. Or it is between 6 to 9. It is used as spreading and wetting agent. 8 to 13, it is used as WO type of emulsifying agent. 13 to 16, it is used as detergents. And 16 and above, it is used as solubilizing agent. 16 and above, it is used as solubilizing agent. Now by knowing this, इतना तो दिमाग में आ गया होगा आपके कि HLB value means some value is there which is based on the hydrophilic and lipophilic balance. कितने हाइड्रोफिलिक ग्रुप्स है सरफैक्टेंट में और कितने लिपोफिलिक ग्रुप्स है सरफैक्टेंट में. Based on that, the HLB value is calculated, and based on the HLB value, this will have a different function. If the HLB value is between 1 to 3, it will function as an anti-foaming agent. If it is between 3 to 7, it is WO type of emulsifying agent. 6 to 9, wetting and spreading agent. 8 to 13, it is WO emulsifying agent. 13 to 16, it is used as detergent, and 16 and above, it is used as solubilizing agent. Okay. अगर यहाँ पे कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा तो एक चीज आप जो कंपेयर कर सकते हैं, that is what the value with 3 to 7, it is used as WO type of emulsifying agent, and 8 to 13, it is used as OW type of emulsifying agent. It is used as OW type of emulsifying agent. Now, here oil is a continuous phase and here water is a continuous phase. Surfactant या surface active agent जब हम use करते हैं emulsions में, we use on the basis that कि वो continuous phase में dissolve होना चाहिए. जो आपका dispersion medium होता है उसमें dissolve होना चाहिए. इसका मतलब है जो surfactants जिनकी value 3 to 7 है, they are oil soluble. So if these are oil soluble, that means this indicate which type? It is a lipophilic type, or these are predominantly lipophilic in nature. And 8 and above, 8 point or 8 onwards, these are what? These are hydrophilic in nature. HLB, जिनकी surfactants की HLB value it is greater than 8, it is what? More hydrophilic in nature. So जितनी ज्यादा HLB वैल्यू होगी उतना ज्यादा उसका हाइड्रोफिलिक नेचर इंडिकेट करता है. जितनी कम HLB वैल्यू होगी, it indicates the lipophilic nature. So I think this much be in your mind now today, that what are surface active agents? That is what they adsorb onto the surface or interface. They reduce the surface tension or interfacial tension, thereby reduces the surface free energy of the system, and they perform the different functions over here. That is what the HLB value. Rest of the portion we will continue tomorrow. Thank you.